even people who were paying close attention to it, like me, had never really focused on those players before until Barrett started doing the journalism that he was doing.
There's always been contractors. We had contractors during the American Revolution. Let's be real in terms of history. We've never had what were defined as inherently governmental functions, including the centerpiece functions of the intelligence system, the most secret being turned over for profit to corporations. If you have that kind of control because of the accesses you're granted and the government giving you the deep state intelligence, the deep state data, guess what? You get to serve the state. You get to justify its continuing existence. You're going to color the world with the mentality of the state, which is the world's a dangerous place. There's lots of threats out there. It's a target-rich environment.
The state's already here. It's already here. We're constantly on like this. Like we can't put that back in the box. Like we can fret about it and say, oh gosh, we need more controls. A lot like that infrastructure is there and it's not going away.
They can watch us through our webcams. They can listen through our phones. There's no privacy left, virtually. We are the most watched, surveilled, monitored, eavesdropped population in the history of the human race.
If you have nothing to hide as justification for violating your rights, then you have nothing to worry about. You know where that phrase came from? Goebbels from the Nazi era. Nothing to hide? That means there is no privacy. That's a power relationship, superior, inferior.
If I know every single thing about you, about what you think, how you reason, what your fears are, what you're planning, what you're doing, and you know nothing about me because I'm shielding my behavior behind a wall of secrecy, I have incredible power over you. The power imbalance between us is immense because I can now manipulate you, I can threaten you, I can alter your behavior in all sorts of ways, I can anticipate your behavior, I can prevent you from doing things that you're planning, I can prepare in defense of what you're doing, I can always stay many steps ahead of you.
This mentality, this pathological, you have to understand the mindset, you have to understand the psychology behind those who want to know everything. That means anything hidden, anything private, anything sovereign is a direct threat to the surveillance state.
The capacity of this agency to spy on people and to know everything that they do is so extreme and awesome. At any moment, pure totalitarianism could be imposed and the American people would have no place to hide.
Security and surveillance state is put into place in order to keep a population captive, and they now have all the mechanisms to do it. Absolute iron control over a restive population, so should the population become restive.
The United States unchained itself fully from the Constitution. People still don't fully appreciate it. Talk about mass surveillance, all those stuff. No, they've unchained. This is an alien form of government. It's completely anathema to democracy. It's completely anathema. But obviously the government's not going to come out and say, hey, guess what? We're under national... Hackers, hacktivists in prison by virtue of pointing out weaknesses in the very structures that we depend on as a common good. But we weaken the common good for what? We're turning on ourselves. And any time a country empire turns on itself and begins to find threats from within, well, that should tell you how far gone we are.